Alright, so just this morning we had a huge teaser for Chapter 4 Season 4. The official Fortnite Twitter account said, "Cameras, guards, vaults, and the best team in the business, are you in?" with this image right here. So this pretty much confirmed the heist theory. We saw the Midas drum gun in the bottom, we see some pedestals that could hold some valuable items or objects, and this huge POI that's going to be probably like the agency from Chapter 2 Season 2. So I already did a video covering that specific teaser. But did you know that Epic Games also modified some weapons? Now, this comes from my friend on Twitter, FN News, aka Sentinel Central. Now, he says that Epic Games have modified the hunting rifles, the Zappatron, remember that? That was in the game for like a second. The LMG, the pulse rifle, an SMG, and the quad launcher. And then he says, according to the data miner Wenzo, they often do this before unvaulting or reusing them. And then of course, Chapter 4 Season 4 is themed around heists. We may see them return. So then Wenzo actually replied and said, to explain this better, Epic Games updates entire meshes of weapons and update or few before they get unvaulted. This has happened with the 6-shooters and infantries in 23.40, the Dragon's Breath sniper in 25.20, and the lever action rifle in 24.20 reused for the repeater. So I don't know if I believe that the Zappatron is coming back, because I would love to see that in the game, but most people probably wouldn't. It was super overpowered. Now we'll talk about these weapons more in just a second, but next there was a tweet from another friend of mine on Twitter named Aiko, and he said this: Season 4 theory, remember the leaked, and then he put armored cars, C4 being unvaulted, suppressed sniper unvault, Choppa with the launcher, and thermal bolt action sniper. Then he says they're starting to make sense with the heist theme. So I loved the helicopter, one of my favorite mobility vehicles in the game, but you couldn't shoot anything with it. However, it was leaked by Hypex that the Choppa would return with a launcher that fires every 2 seconds and deals 35 damage to players and 450 to buildings. So that's interesting, because that was the highlight of the helicopter, that it couldn't shoot, it would just transport you around. Now you could get out of it and then use your own weapons to shoot off the side of it, but it didn't have a launcher itself. And that might actually change based on what we're seeing here. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. That would be pretty sweet. I loved piloting those, and to be able to shoot would be even better. Not to mention C4 is so much fun, and I love setting booby traps with that as well. Now the thermal bolt action sniper I wasn't really a fan of, but I guess a lot of people might like that as well. And for the armored cars, it was rumored that NPCs will drive those around and try to attack you. So then the data miner and leaker Fire Monkey said Tiantina's Kaboombo is set to be one of the unvaulted mythics for Chapter 4 Season 4. And he says other returning mythics I had previously leaked returning are Gunner's Stinger SMG, the Foundation's MK7AR, Zig and Choppy's ray gun, that's like the Bender one we just had, Overclocked Pulse Rifle, and the Havoc Pump Shotgun. So that's a lot of weapons, and if you think about Zero Build, people are already getting a little antsy about this, because all those super overpowered weapons in Zero Build could be disastrous, although fun in my opinion. But then a lot of people are speculating that, well, because it's heisted, maybe all these weapons will be in a vault, on a pedestal, for example. And when you break in there, you get to choose one, or maybe two, I don't know. That would make more sense if we had all these mythics just put out in front of you on a big table, and you could only take like one or two. Then it would be a little more balanced, I think. But who knows? We have no idea. There's no leaks whatsoever for this season yet, and I am excited. And then the last thing, in the Jujutsu Kaisen trailer, there were some weird towers in the background. So Eiko again said these are called radio tower landmarks. And it was previously leaked by Wenzo that these will be new spawn points for the high card bosses. So maybe those armored vehicles will be patrolling around these radio towers, but we can clearly see the radio tower to the left of that giant hologram red foot. That is a radio tower in the back, and apparently that's where the high card bosses are going to spawn next season. So all sorts of unvaults, all sorts of mythics, new landmarks where NPC bosses will spawn, and obviously the ginormous heist POI that we don't know the name of just yet. All of this, apparently, is coming next season. I'm excited. You should be excited. This could be one of the best seasons we've ever had. So there you go. I just wanted to cover all this information. Nothing has been confirmed yet, of course, but it's all pretty much outlined for us here, so I can't wait. There you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my supporter creator code, which is tabortime.